Hey, good morning, everybody. It's BATJAC J.W., and it is Saturday morning. It is time for the radio show, episode 147. I can't believe we have done as many of these as we have. It's amazing. Last Saturday, actually, it was out at with the Arizona Ghostwriters, doing some stuff with them. Been really pleased with being a part of that group and doing a lot of the acting and the filming and the skits and being part of a lot of somewhat semi-movie production kind of stuff, which is really a big passion of mine. I really enjoy doing a lot of that, which is very interesting to be able to be a part of and very exciting for me. We were a part of the an event that happened at Pinnacle Peak out here at Trail Dust Town in Arizona. And we got to host a little show where some folks came from all the way from Scotland to do their show, and it was really cool to have like a little meet and greet. And there's a lot of people that recognize me, and they know who I am and all the stuff we've done here, and including this channel here. So it's really cool to see that. So again, I've met a lot of you folks out there in the public. It's really awesome to see you folks out there. It really is. I met a guy out at Old Tucson Studios, for instance, and doing a lot of selfies, a lot of autographs. So definitely, if you see me, say hello. It's really cool because I always feel like giving back and basically thanking you folks for being a subscriber and being tuned into these things is what really makes it all happen. Here we are at 20,000 plus subscribers right here to the channel. It's unbelievable. And then, of course, coming up here in July, we're going to make a 5-year mark for BATJAC J.W. being here on YouTube. It's pretty amazing. So I really thank a lot of you for being here. In the end, you're what it's all about. In the end, the stars of the channel are really the subscribers, you folks, because you're what makes it go on, and you're what makes it count. All the views that we get, I mean, without it, without you, it's really not worth doing, is it? All right, so I'm going to go through as I always do because I like to make sure you guys are part of it. I'm going to go ahead and read some comments that we had on radio show 146. And we have one from here, Edward Petty. Nice show, BATJAC. You are correct. It is nice to deal with companies who take pride in their products and actually care about their customers. And we are referring to the incident that if you have not seen the video, I thought it was really important to do the video and talk about what customers and companies that take care of us, the consumers. And we was talking about Blackhawk because I have one of their little mag pouches that I use for work, and I like it. And it cost me like $8, $9, something like that off of Amazon. Free shipping, can't beat it. But I sat down on in a chair, and I just kind of sat there. I'm not, and I gotta admit, I'm not one that's really careful with my stuff for work because I'm not really into the whole tactical thing, and so I just kind of, I hate to use the word abuse, but I really kind of just carelessly do stuff sometimes with them. I don't care for them as much as I used to or should. But anyway, it broke. The little clip broke. I contacted them, Blackhawk, out of just kind of really just like, hey, why not? I want to hear what they have to say about this. What would hurt? Anyway, well, the outcome was they took care of me and actually sent me 4 additional little clips to stick on that mag holder so it'll work. Great product, didn't even have to toss it away, and they took care of this for absolutely free and sent it to me really fairly fast. So I think it's important to talk about those companies that do so. E.B. Saint, he says, I've had good luck with Ruger's customer service. So have I, actually. And they seem to really appreciate your business. They do. And I think it's important that, again, businesses that take the time to respect the fact that somebody spent their hard-earned money on their products. LED 8541, that is good customer service, is what makes you want to buy another product from companies like that. I wish there were more companies that had good customer service. Absolutely. Bernard Flood, greetings from Ireland. American customer service has always been second to none. Jerry Johnson, number 2. You are definitely right about companies and customer service going a long way, BATJAC, like MidwayUSA.com. Yes, they've taken care of me. Absolutely. The Crazy Scotsman, he's still cooking over there, still crazy, and doing a lot of wild giveaways. And also, I always give a nice special shout out to the Crazy Scotsman for always helping out a lot of us in the community because there's so much going on. And as Led, I remember he mentioned it too. Sometimes it's really hard to keep up with everything, and the Crazy Scotsman really does a good job at notifying us on what's going on. And of course, with the unfortunate passing last year of a few of us that are in the gun community that we actually lost here on YouTube, which is a very sad thing. But it's really cool that he brings it to light, and so everybody knows about it. Scott F. Nice show as always. Nice to deal with companies that take care of you. Absolutely. The Bohemian Hunting Club. We have my brother over there, Santia, the Arizona Ghost Riders, 45 ACP. He says, enjoyed the show. And my man, Joe P., all the way over there in California. He says, good morning, JW. I've had some bad luck with Smith & Wesson revolvers over the past couple of years. That sucks, man. It's sad to hear that. Sending back 3 new guns for repair. In each case, they fixed it quickly without a question. That's good. In one case, a hammer pivot pin broke on my 586. Oh, you know what? Actually, I had a trigger pin break on a gun for work. It was a 686. It had to be punched out. Entire gun reblued. Kind of service, would not hesitate to buy another one, and that's the thing is, I know with I chose hunting down one of those new Model 19 classic lines. Joe, if you ever, I wish you were here because I would just, I'd probably try to do something for you and get you the class, a real Model 19 from the old days. But the classic line, I've looked at a lot of those, and I got to admit, if the chance ever came up, or if I had the cash to spare to do it, and it may just be, I would buy a Model 29, a brand new one. Why not? I just love the gun so much. And, I know the trigger lock really kind of bothers some people. Some people go, oh, that key lock thing, and they make such a fuss about it. Really, to me, it's kind of like, I'm not going to let that really bother me all that much, I just don't care. It doesn't really. Yeah, it's ugly, but these are just going to be guns I'm just going to be taking to the range and enjoying, and just kind of have it on my coffee table and watch Dirty Harry. Slim Fire 54, great show, BATJAC, and you're right about Blackhawk customer service. Thanks for letting us know. All right, so. Those are the comments there for the radio show in 146. We were talking about some of that. And some of the new things that are coming up to the channel. Of course, I do appreciate everybody that has paid a visit to my Patreon page and has given me a nice little tip there. I really appreciate it. But as you know, I keep all the content there for the most part absolutely free because I don't want to charge anybody for any of the videos that I produce. That's for the most part. And then, of course, people like to give me a tip over there, and which keeps the channel going, and it keeps me going, and it does help me out, so I appreciate that, definitely. And, of course, if you wanted to see the last video there, I'm just kind of going through the other videos that we did here. The Pinnacle Peak Pistol Arrows video showed the wonderful Heather Woods doing her stunt, coming off the top of that building and landing on somebody in the middle of the street there. Amazing to see that when you actually are there, standing there, seeing it. And then, of course, her husband, Jerry Woods, really did an amazing stunt off that building where he fell and landed on one roof to roll off onto the awning and then onto the ground. And that fall was just so rapid. And then to see it, and he literally landed, you could say, a good 15 feet in front of me, which was really cool. I wish I would have got that on tape, but yeah, I just really didn't have the thing rolling. I was too busy actually watching the show. Yeah, I guess that's the old school part of me. I'm not watching it through my computer or my camera screen. I'm watching it with my own eyes. But, however, I did include a lot of little snip clips of what was going on out there doing the show. And filming little snip clips of some of the Scots guys and their the rehearsals, us standing around waiting for the cue, and of course some silliness with good old Santee over there. So it was it's good fun. It really is. And let's see. We got some other things. I'm trying to read my notes here. What we're going. I'm actually getting ready to purchase using. Again, it really is hard to fund new items for the channel to get out there because the income is really minimal. But that's what I do is I use the income to purchase cool new stuff to bring to you guys and show you guys. This coming up one that I'm actually looking forward to doing is everything hopefully works out correctly and the company still has them in stock when I go to get it. A knuckle knife, a World War I trench knuckle knife. If you're familiar with those, I have actually, I had one. I still have it. I just don't know where it is. But I bought it from BATJAC, and I paid like $15 for it, something like that. And it's really a cheapy one. The handle and everything is probably pot metal, and they just painted it, bronze and everything. And it's really just, it's okay. It's not like, fantastic or anything like that. It's okay. But I was always just, that was the impression I got from these things. I thought, well, if you're going out to buy them, that's pretty much what you're going to get. And of course, the real thing, the real deal, it's a brass, whole knuckle duster handle and everything. And it looks just really cool. And it just is a great example of primitive warfare, the brutality of it and everything. It's a really cool, iconic piece. But I found a company that actually manufactures a pretty decent one, in a sense. It's a real brass and everything, and it looks really cool. It's a bit on a pricey side, but like I said, with the income and everything, I was able to save up a little bit of the income here to try to purchase this to bring it to the channel. So not sure when the actual, when all that will take place, but it's something I have lined up for the future. So keep up with that. And of course, if you're on my Patreon channel, you will be the first to see it there. So the other things we did was revolver cleaning tip. I figured we'd throw another one of those out there because I haven't done that, and I had a whole lineup of a bunch of those revolver tips that I was doing. But it's just something that I did notice with working with these guns and seeing them go through their usage, and just in front of that cylinder, you'd be surprised how much stuff collect. How much debris and everything. And that's why I love Smiths so much, because it's just a removal of a screw, pull the whole crane out and everything, the yoke, and then there it is. Boom, you get access to it, you clean it up really good. I use good old Ballistol. It's what I've, ever since, thank you to Bob there, sending that to me so I could try it, and ever since then I fell in love with it and haven't used anything else really since. Always use that stuff. Another video I did up here was the Cult Agent Returns. Yes, we've been doing I've been trying to do some of those series of the return, just because I think a lot of the new subscribers, like to see some of this stuff. It helps bring back some of that, the older videos that I did on the channel. Try not to rehash too much stuff, but it helps kind of still have the spirit of the channel of where it really started. And I think a lot of the folks, I'd like to believe, that have found this channel and like this channel for the sake of all the old revolvers. Now, I love the old revolvers, and that's just really what my heart is. And a lot of the things I buy is based on either a purchase because of a movie or whatnot. And that's just me. I love old movies. I love the firearms that were used in those movies, and that's usually what brings me to liking them. I love a Beretta 92 because of Die Hard and Lethal Weapon. I love a Walther PPK because of James Bond, and I love the Model 29 because of Dirty Harry, and of course John Wayne 6 gun with the age yellow grips on it. And that's just me. That's just what I like, and that's what keeps me going for it. Some other people have entirely different reasons, or they think that that's absolutely absurd to buy a firearm over a movie. But that's what makes it all fun, and that's what I kind of encompass my channel around, and doing all those type of things. So I just I like keeping it going because I love doing that stuff, and I love dogs. So you'll notice on my like videos, I've been noticing there's some people I've been following, and one of them that I've been following is Eric Talkington, because he has a beautiful pit bull named Jackie, and Jackie recently went under some surgery for her leg, so I've been trying to make sure she's okay, because she's such a beautiful dog. It's really cool. But anyway, I do appreciate it. Everybody that's been subscribed and has been listening in on the chats and also watching the content on the channel. So I appreciate it. It has been a little rough to produce videos, I'm not going to lie. I do need to purchase a video camera, a brand new camera altogether, so making these videos will become a lot more easier for me to do. But I'm not going to lie, this lately has been a lot harder for me to get any kind of videos published out for you folks. So I'm still trying to stick with it and still trying to keep it going. But, the more the numbers keep growing on the subscriptions here, the more people that keep subscribing to the channel is, in the end, ultimately what keeps it going and why, I keep making the videos. Each video, all the views it gets and everything like that. With that kind of activity, it thrives more and, definitely away from the idea of shutting it down. So I appreciate it, guys. Like, share, and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.